mission command vehicle, the general purpose vehicle, which is analogous to the first sergeant's vehicle we most remember it as, and then the medical evacuation variant and the medical treatment variant. The medical treatment variant represents the only type vehicle like that within the Army's formations today.
While the Army remains focused on being needed for counterinsurgency possibilities across the globe and hybrid-type wars involving groups of terrorists armed with conventional weapons and precision-guided missiles, the service is identifying, refining and integrated technologies with a specific mind to attacking enemies and protecting soldiers in major power war. Great power war would likely present the need for massive air-ground coordination between drones, helicopters and ground vehicles, infantry and armored vehicle maneuver formations and long-range weapons and sensors. The idea is to be ready for enemies equipped with high-end, high-tech weapons such as long-range rockets, anti-tank guided missile and air attack capabilities. As evidence of this approach, Army leaders point to some of the attributes of the armored multi-purpose vehicle as a platform well engineered for large-scale mechanized warfare. Overall, the Army plans to build roughly 3,000 AMPVs at a cost of $1 million to $1.7 million each. The platform is designed to transport troops, evacuate injured soldiers, escort logistical convoys and maneuver alongside larger vehicles such as Abrams tanks.
The common subsystems here are shown across all 5 variants as a common drivetrain, power package that's also common with the Bradley and the PIM with the Cummins V903 engine and the L3 HMPT 800 transmission. The structure and the survivability underneath it is the same for all 5 variants, with the exception of what I discussed earlier with the mission or the mortar variant that will have a little bit lower back on it, but other than that it'll be the same. The V-tronics will remain the same with the cabling, the wiring, and the onboard software and computer systems. And then our steering and suspension, which is also common almost completely with Bradley, and then very similar with PIM, sharing a lot of the commonality there.
The AMPV is designed with the speed to maneuver such that it can increase its chance of avoiding anti-tank guided missiles. An ATGM is the kind of conventional weapon the Army would be likely to face in a hybrid or great power engagement. The vehicle is also armored in order to reduce its vulnerability to long-range enemy weapons. The AMPV is a tracked vehicle built on a Bradley infantry fighting vehicle chassis. It represents the Army's push to be prepared for the full range of conflict. For example, the Army is divesting some of its fleet of mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles, or MRAPs, specifically engineered for a night or roadside bomb environment. While being ready for that possibility is still important to the Army, and still very much a future possibility, the service does not need to keep its full inventory and is instead preparing for a wider range of possible wars. The general-purpose AMPV transports 2 crew members and 6 passengers. It is armed with a 50-caliber crew-served weapon and carry 1 injured soldier on a litter. The mortar variant uses a crew of 2 with 2 mortar technicians and an ability to fire 120 mm rounds. The medical variant carries a crew of 3 and 6 walking passengers. The vehicle is also engineered with high-tech, software programmable radios designed to transmit IP packets of information across the force in real time. It has a vehicle intercom, driver's vision enhancer and a radio and SATCOM communications network called Warfighter Information Network, Tactical. These technologies, along with a force tracking technology, Blue Force Tracker, displaying icons showing friendly and enemy force positions on a moving digital map, give the vehicle an ability to function as a node on a large-scale battlefield network. These kind of systems will allow the AMPV crew to conduct mission command functions on the move, share combat-relevant information in real time and use sensor to detect enemy fire at longer ranges. The AMPV also has a Duke V3 electronic jammer engineered to identify and jam the signal of an electronically detonated roadside bomb. The Army is developing its weapons, technologies and platforms with a greater emphasis on being ready for great power, mechanized force-on-force war in order to maintain cross-the-board readiness and deter near-peer adversaries from unwanted aggression. While the service aims to be prepared for any conceivable contingency, to include counterinsurgency, counterterrorism and hybrid-type conflicts, the Army has been shifting its focus from 15 years of counterinsurgency war and pivoting its weapons development toward major power war. We are excellent at counterinsurgency, Lieutenant General Michael Williamson, Military Deputy, Assistant Secretary of the Army, Acquisition, Logistics and Technology, told Scout Warrior in an exclusive interview. We're developing systems to be prepared for the full range of potential conflict. As a high-level leader for the Army's weapons, vehicle and platform developmental efforts, Williamson explained that some technologies are specifically being engineered with a mind toward positioning the service for the prospect of massive great power conflict. This would include combat with mechanized forces,